it up for my boy Isaac right here.
Okay, Isaac.
Alright, as you can already tell, my name is Isaac. I'm 17 years old, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about forgiveness. I'm sure that most of you guys have probably heard that forgiveness is for you, but how many of you have actually acknowledged that forgiveness is for you? That means how many of you guys have actually taken a step back and said, I'm no longer going to allow this pain to sit on my shoulders and turn into hate or anger or fear every time this person I need to forgive comes up in conversation or back into my life.
That's right.
That means how many of you guys have forgave and forgotten? And obviously you're not going to forget, and this memory is not going to go away forever. But this memory is you're no longer going to allow this memory to come from your past and into your present and taunt you. You're not going to allow it to be who you are today and who you will be tomorrow. This forgiving part means that this forgiveness part means that you have hope for this person. And I'm not saying that you got to be the person to go and change this person that you forgave or you haven't forgiven yet, but hope that God is going to change this person. Hope that this person is no longer going to be taken over by the devil, and that the devil's not going to hurt people through them. This is God's child, no matter what. We're all God's children. When I was 13, I was living with my mom. Her boyfriend at the time, his two friends, in an apartment, in a 3-bedroom apartment. My 2 older brothers were living with us, but they decided to leave because of her lifestyle. My mom was addicted to drugs. She was selling drugs. Her boyfriend and the 2 friends that were living with us were devil worshippers. And not only that, my mom was suicidal. All this stuff was normal to me. It was like a daily. I would see these things on a daily. The only thing that wasn't normal, and I wouldn't see on a daily, but still wasn't new to me, was watching my mom try to kill herself. There were definitely points in time from when I was 8 to 13 where my mom would wrap cords or ropes around her neck, and she would be high as could be, and her face would just be purple, and she would sit there and cry and say that she didn't want to live. Or there'd be times where I would come home from school, like wondering why my mom didn't pick me up, and I would walk into the house looking for her, and I'd find her in her room or in the bathroom cutting her wrists, still crying, saying that she didn't want to live anymore. You're probably wondering, why I didn't leave with my older brothers? Why I didn't go with him? Why didn't get away from that lifestyle? I didn't leave because before the boyfriend she was with at the time, she was married to someone else. And that guy would beat her every day. And I would watch it. And before him was my dad, my own father. I would watch him beat my mom. And either time I would try to stick up for her from her husband or my dad, I'd get beat too. So the boyfriend that she was with at the time, he didn't beat her in front of me, but I knew he was still hitting her. But when he didn't hit her in front of me, I at least felt a little bit of protection from my mom. If my mom was with me, he wouldn't hit her. That didn't last long at all. They were only together for 6 months. And I remember when it stopped lasting. On November 6th. I remember what year, but I was in 8th grade. I was 13 years old. This guy was very abusive. He would tell her that she couldn't wear shorts. She had to wear long sleeves, even in the summer. She couldn't wear any makeup. She couldn't leave his side. He was constantly thinking that she was going to cheat. Probably from someone that he can't forgive in his past. I remember waking up that morning to my mom. She woke me up and said, "We got to get out of the house. We're leaving right now." I was confused, like looking back. Well, where's your boyfriend? He's usually next to us. We're usually not leaving aside. But She just said, if we want to leave, if we want to get away, we gotta go now. We can't take nothing. We gotta go and we gotta run and hide. All day long, we were gone looking for help, but the only places that we went to offered us flyers for a shelter or numbers to call for domestic violence. So, starting to get late again, my mom's getting really worried where we're going to go, where we're going to hide, how we're going to get away. There was nowhere to go. He knew where her mom lived. My brothers didn't talk to us. There was nowhere to go. So we decided that we had to go back. Before we went back, we had to go grocery shopping because we told them that we were going to go out and get a Quest card to start getting money for food. We got the Quest card, we were going grocery shopping. We got 3 carts of groceries to push back, about 5 blocks away from the house. Just me and my mom. But before we got home, my mom told me that he told her, if I find out you're cheating, I'm gonna kill your son in front of you, and then I'm gonna kill you. To me, I was scared, but then again, he had never even hit her in front of me. So I kind of ignored it, and I said if he did kill us, then it is what it is. Hopefully I'm not even awake. My mom was carrying up the last of the groceries, and I told her I'd take the last 2 12 packs of pop upstairs and push the carts together. I pushed them together, and I grabbed the 2 12 packs of pop, and I'm walking upstairs, and the stairwell was on the right-hand side, and we lived on the left side. And I got to the turning point and I looked up, and I saw my boyfriend, my mom's boyfriend. I saw my mom's boyfriend shoot her right in front of me. And instantly in my mind, this guy just killed my mom. So I ran because I thought he was gonna kill me next. And there was a hotel next to our apartments. And I ran all the way to the top, and I was just crying. And everything was just silent. I can feel nothing but pain. Like I just lost my mom. And I couldn't dial 911. I couldn't call for help. Every time I would try to press the call button or the last one, it wouldn't work, and my phone was just messing up. And I was getting mad. So I just decided to start praying. And I asked him not to take my mom. She's my world no matter what. She is the parent that stood there no matter what she did. And I know it was God who saved her because she had got shot in her right lung and it collapsed. And it filled up with blood, and every time she would try to talk, blood would just flow out of her mouth. And she made it down our stairwell. We lived on the 3rd floor, and she made it up to the 2nd stairwell, trying to get help, and then back down, and still no help. And she was just laying there waiting for someone to come help her. Eventually, someone came out of their apartment and called the cops. But my mom didn't go into surgery probably for a half an hour after she got shot. That's how I know it was God who saved her. At this point, I just developed this anger and this hate and pain and fear. I just felt like I was blind. Where do I go now? It feels like there's still a sun behind this storm, but this storm still hasn't gone away. It's still just going and going and going. Eventually, her boyfriend had gotten in a shootout with cops and he died. He's dead and gone, and here I am, still sitting here with this unforgiveness. This is holding me back from me. He's not getting anything from it. He's dead. And I'm letting it control me. I'm letting it give me anxiety and depression and fear. I'm letting it hold me back from being God's child, from being made in His image and His reflection. Because if you know God, He has a loving and forgiving heart. That's His heart. We should be a reflection. It says that we're made in His image. We should be His reflection. We should be having loving and forgiving hearts. Many of you have probably felt all these that I'm going through, that I went through. Felt like you were lost, depressed, that you're scared, there's anxiety, and you need someone to forgive. Don't, whether you know it or not, and you're not forgiving this person, that's the devil controlling you. Holding us back from being a reflection of God, from being God's children. If we would just learn to take this first step into God's life, into the plan that He has for us, because guaranteed, nobody's plan is to ever have unforgiveness in them. Just take that first step. What are we waiting for? What? Sin? We're going to miss out on sin. We're going to miss out on bad friends. We're going to miss out on songs that don't even lead us to God. We're going to miss out on parties that are probably going to get shot up. How many people do you guys know have got shot here in Colorado this year? Children just our ages. They were waiting just like you guys. They were waiting to forgive somebody because they're lost and blind and letting the devil control their life, holding them back from being a reflection of God. With that, I'm going to call Joseph up here to help me pray for you guys.
Come on, give it up for Isaac real quick. Come on. That's powerful right there. Isaac, we're super proud of you, man.